Reports show that adults with Down syndrome face a healthcare system that treats them as children, and not what they really are, children with huge cocks.
Check it out.
Dude, this
now.
is sweet. 3 separate tracks, dude.
Oh, are they
We're
WAV
like
files?
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
I'm like fucking Blue Oyster Cult in here right now. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, so you're a band?
That 3-piece band, Blue Oyster Cult.
You know, they're from the college that I went to.
Really?
Clarkson. It's like an engineering college.
Bunch of fucking nerds.
Yeah. And I don't know why they went there, but that's like, it's... The 2 notable alumni are, I think it's like the drummer of Blue Oyster Cult, and then this woman who designed the robots for Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Like their warehouses.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So equal contributions.
Yeah, one's more important.
One's way more rich.
Blue Oyster Cult.
It's not Blue Oyster Cult.
We had Florida State. We had I think Jim Morrison went there for like 1 semester.
Yep.
And got arrested. It's a sick mugshot. It's just like Tallahassee, Florida. And
Just like,
Isn't that like in the pair now? That mugshot.
oh, I think it is. Yeah,
The
yeah,
new
yeah.
why is that in the bear?
Because we're outlaws, you know.
Oh,
we tell it
true,
how it
true,
is.
Dude,
true,
Jimi
true,
Hendrix's
true.
face is in like half the
Every-
comedy clubs in this.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like why?
I blame it on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Had
'cause
it-
he's got it,
had
yeah.
in his podcast. and
Hendrix
it's
was also like a
fucking
piece.
cool.
He was a
Yeah.
piece of shit. I did like not a document. I did like a project on him, and I just like skipped over the whole part where it's like, yeah, he threw a glass bottle on one of his girlfriend's faces. It was like super abusive, apparently.
What kind of bottle? Like an empty? Because like
It just
if
says
you
glass
finish
bottle.
a bottle of like Jack Daniels, that's what
You got to
do.
smash it on a
You
woman's
hurl
head.
it.
That's the only way to
That's
do
a
it.
heavy
Hurl it
bottle.
at a woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he got arrested for playing guitar the wrong way.
Yeah, he did. They were like, what the fuck? First of all, you're black and you're playing it the wrong way? Not okay.
Didn't he flipped it the other way, but like kept the strings? Didn't he keep them like the normal
Yeah,
way?
very
Oh,
sure,
so he
yeah.
played it upside down?
Yeah, he played
Yeah.
it upside down.
What I read was like he learned how to play guitar on like a 1-string ukulele that he would just tune to each like string.
Like an old jug band.
Yeah. What's a jug band? I agreed.
It's like there's a guy who plays a bass line into a jug. Like, boop, 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 boop.
Man,
It
it's
seems like something you do with like the
washboard and shit.
moonshine things.
Yeah, it's like a big moonshine,
It just
and
says
then
XXX on it.
Yeah.
and then there's a guy playing like a bass line on just one string.
Yeah.
It sounds like something that have at a Disney roller coaster that's now considered racist. That seems like a Splash
Yeah.
Mountain kind of thing.
There was a movie called Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Fuck.
Dude, you remind me of
Oh, good. What, a fucking
there was
cartoon?
no, it's like a puppet thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Muppets, as you can see.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Lizzo.
it's a Jim Henson movie, and basically it's like this otter lives in this small town. And what's so funny about that?
You're telling me I look like a fucking otter. Dude.
No. You don't look like the otter. You look like there is. They like try to save. They try to win this contest because he wants to buy his mom a dress or something, and it's like a battle of the bands. So he gets a jug band together, and they go up against the River Bottom Nightmare Band. Dude, you remind me of the lead singer. Their song, they just go, River Bottom Nightmare Band.
I kind of like it. That's fitting.
I'll find the photo. Maybe I'll throw it up on the old screen, dude. I'm not going to do that.
I'll act like we can see it.
Yeah, oh, that's great. Yeah. Dude, I don't know if I heard this on a podcast or if I was talking to somebody about this, but I heard somebody talking about sleeping in Jim Henson's guest house. And it was the creepiest thing because it was just like a house filled with puppets.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know
pretty
who-
sure his son lives in my hometown.
Yeah,
This is you, Levi.
Oh, good. Yeah, handsome.
that guy looks cool.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually met the guy over his shoulder with the little hat on. Who's like, yeah, boss, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was a good movie. Dude, Muppet movies make me
Never seen
cry.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's dude, you know what it is? They do this song or this thing in every one of their songs. Like their songs kind of trail out, and it's like they always end with this. Like it's just like, wah, wah. You know, they always do, like,
And that
this,
makes you
like-
cry?
dude. It's just like so nice,
Like
So-
Unity? That kind of shit?
yeah. But they just kind of sink down like a note. Ah, blah. Like, what? Every time it gets me.
They do that a lot in like Catholic churches too.
Yeah.
They cry at Catholic churches.
Yeah, but for different reasons. Thanks for setting me up for
Flashbacks.
I saw in the news the other day, I found this particularly funny because there was this woman who assaulted someone at a McDonald's drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
You want to guess what she looked like, Levi?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know because there wasn't any.
Okay. No descriptor.
I
Was there a
wasn't sure if
name?
we
The
wanted-
name can help. Nobody can figure out.
But she assaulted like a worker through, like got out of her car and like tried to grab the guy through the window, and I guess like the employees got out of the car and they started taking pictures of her car, and then she came in and like into the actual restaurant, and the counters just like screaming at people, and they kept like taking pictures of her and stuff. I guess to like report it or whatever.
Yeah.
But the woman ended up suing McDonald's, and she's winning
Hell yeah.
because one of the young employees that took a photo of her noticed that as she was screaming, one of her titties popped out.
Oh my god! So it's like that's hilarious.
So one of her titties popped out. Not only that, the kid highlighted it and then submitted that with the report. So she's like, "You can't do that." And then, yeah.
But how does that work though? Then if I'm naked and I attack somebody high on PCP, or they're like, "Well, you took a video of him while he was trying to eat your face."
I think
off.
that's fine, but if you're like, "Hey, everybody, look at his cock swinging around," that's where it gets a little testy.
Yeah, that makes sense. I used to free ball on
Testy.
on stage for
Testy.
years. Oh my god, it took me a
Testy
second to
one,
get there. Yeah.
Girl giving you a blowjob. Testy 1 2. Testy 1.
I
Sorry to cut
oh, you're
you
good.
off.
You're good. I used to free ball on stage for like years.
Like no underwear.
Like a year, and I was like, "Yeah, it's
can't
fine.
do
Nobody
that.
could see anything." And then my girlfriend's like, everybody could see the full head of your penis, right?" And I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And she showed me a
That's
picture.
because you got a nice penis.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Dude, that's what
mine
people
would be fucking
think.
like inside.
Yours just curly cute.
a little
Yours
nub.
just swings back into your own ass, rendering
They
you
can
gay.
see my balls. They're just like, look at those massive balls and no penis.
Dude, that's a real struggle, guys that have huge balls, and apparently it makes your dick look smaller.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm looking into surgery.
to reduce your balls.
Get my ball sack tightened up.
Going from softball to baseball.
Dude, that would be a sick to have like just like no
The
wrinkles in
women
your
change,
testicles.
too.
What'd you say, Michael?
No, that would be sick to have no wrinkles in your testicle. Like you somehow
would
just
be
have it
sick.
like a.
Dude, there's a friend of mine who
Up.
shout out Mike Riazzi if you're on here. I should not say his full name, but he had what appeared to be like a cancerous testicle.
Hell yeah! Shout
Got it
out,
removed. So right now he's rocking, one in the sack.
dude. You get a
not bad.
you get a what's it called? Arden has this too. It's you get a fake ball normally.
Yeah, I said he should go instead of a regular ball. He should go with like a cube. It's just like one like really sharp angular cube next to like a normal testicle. Yeah. But
I think a bouncy ball could be fun, and you kind of like slam it on a table, and it kind of just kind of jiggles up.
you're having sex, it just keeps slapping you in the ass. It's keeping time, dude. It's like a metronome. I was back to this woman who, what did I say? She like got or whatever.
McDonald's
Her titty fell out.
Yeah.
Dude, it was because of breakfast. She wanted McDonald's breakfast. And
I get it now.
Dude, how many lives would be saved?
If McDonald's did breakfast all day, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's always the thing.
It's
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
and Taco Bell.
Yeah.
People like
Well, and
literally
Chick-fil-A open on fucking Sundays.
Sunday.
That
Yeah.
shit is terrible because I always want it on Sunday. It's like a nice Sunday meal.
Yeah.
And you can never have it on Sundays.
People literally shoot each other because of
Yeah.
that. That would
Yeah,
be
it's
like,
wild.
wouldn't you think that would be like, wouldn't you think that would be,
Who
and
the
you can
fuck is gonna shoot someone over McDonald's?
You
The
say that.
fucking
There's some-
McMuffin. It's like-
It's always, but the funny thing is, it's like you have the like willpower or not willpower. You have like the gusto to go and like shoot someone, like, but you don't have the strength to wake up like an hour earlier.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense
yeah.
at all.
Dude, I think last time, God, Last time I had McDonald's breakfast, I think I was drinking, which is a terrible sign for how early you're drinking. I was at the beach, but I'm like, I was adding that up, and I was like, wait, they stopped serving breakfast at like 10:30, so that means I was drinking at like 9 a.m. It's fun.
I went to McDonald's yesterday morning, and I got like a mocha thing because it was too hot to get a regular coffee.
Oh, they're great, dude. They have some sugary bullshit.
Dude, it's so sweet.
You're just drinking like an ice cream, basically.
Yeah, but it was funny because I ordered that, and I was like, this is way too sweet. And then a girl comes in after me and just gets a vanilla cone at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do they have that and not,
Oh, it's wild.
If you can serve a cone in the morning, you should be able to serve a McMuffin
in the afternoon. Yeah.
I don't get the point of all that, dude.
I think maybe it could be like it's making it more of a thing where they're like, I mean, I kind of understand like they don't want McMuffins just to go bad all day. Because if you have less people ordering it at a certain time, then you just have a bunch of ones just laying around. But I also think it's like maybe they want it to be more, they want to have like a breakfast rush.
Yeah.
Because like not a lot of people go to McDonald's breakfast. So if they make it so you have to go at breakfast, you might get a huge rush of people, and then
Yeah.
You ever have their steak and bagel sandwich thing?
That sounds good.
Steak
actually.
and bagel at McDonald's?
Oh yeah, it sucks.
No.
It's horrible.
Oh, I can
It's
imagine.
the only thing I can eat there. But yeah,
Wait, why?
because I'm fucking lactose intolerant. I can't eat anything at McDonald's.
Oh, so you
Wait,
can't
so you
even
can
have
have
like
burger?
I can have like a regular ass burger. That's it.
Oh, yeah,
No-
that's not
no
good.
cheese or anything. Nothing,
You can do
nothing.
fries,
No.
right? You can't do
They
fries.
bathe their fries in milk.
Are you
I
serious?
didn't know that. That's nuts.
Yeah. I
How
used to eat their fries all the time, and I was just fucking shooting fire out of my ass. It'd be like, why is this happening?
Dude, have you seen
Finally looked it up.
how much fucking salt they put on those fries? It's every time I
Oh,
glance
yeah.
over back there, it's just like this woman just like shaking a giant thing of salt.
Yeah.
It's nice.
A woman, they should. I wonder, like, maybe because there's a lot of let's call them mentally inferior people.
That's women.
Nice.
Is that the
Nice
wrong?
way to say it.
Is that the wrong thing to say? There's a lot of them roaming around through the.
Wait, I'm confused. Are you referring to women as mentally inferior people? Or are you just talking about
could
disabled
be.
people that work at McDonald's.
Yeah, let's just say there's a crossover between McDonald's and Walmart
Yeah.
with a specific type of employee.
This is getting more confusing for me. Maybe I'm mentally inferior because I can't figure out what you're saying right now.
You're not too far off. But, you're definitely but I wonder if they don't serve breakfast later because it's like more complicated to make.
There's no way it's
You
more
could say
complicated.
everybody that works at McDonald's is a dumbass. I feel like that's fine to say.
Yeah, but are they retarded?
I was trying so hard to figure out what you're saying. I was like, I think that's what he's saying. But
I didn't want to have to say.
yeah, they don't want to mix things up. They're like, just stop at this
Yeah.
time. Yeah, it makes sense.
I like that. Like older people just call, like people with Down syndrome retarded
Yeah.
because that's like clinically what they were. Like my grandpa worked in special ed for a long time.
Yeah.
They'd be like, this guy, he was so retarded.
Yeah.
Like not just like a normal level. Like he was extremely retarded. Really retarded.
Well, you were talking the other day about the hybrids.
Oh yeah.
Hybrid.
Dude, there are some people that are like definitely half.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't go.
Half Downy? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They look the part, but like they can, interact and everything like at a 6th grade level.
I'm just picturing like
That's not bad.
you go to some guy's house
That's
and his
not bad
dad's
at all.
totally normal and his mom just full blown Down syndrome and you're like, ooh.
the fuck, guy?
I wonder, how
The other way around's better, like a TV wife where it's like a hot mom with like blonde, huge tits, just dating a fully
I'm
retarded.
home. Hey, I put your kid cuisine in the microwave. Thank
He somehow got a
you.
tiger. Like, where does he work?
Can I eat my ice cream sandwich before dinner? No.
His briefcase falls open. It's just jelly beans.
How was work today? Oh, honey. Are you stealing from work?
Are you stealing from the Jelly Bean Factory?
No.
See, that's where they'd all want to work, but it's too much of a conflict of interest.
Yeah, that would be an interesting spin on Willy Wonka.
It's all the Oompa Loompas. Dude, that's awesome. I love that idea.
Yeah. Lost another 3 to the chocolate river today.
All employees.
We had to dye the chocolate river red to look like, something that's not
Blood.
chocolate. You have to scare them away.
I always wondered if there was like house Oompa Loompas and like field Oompa Loompa. Like I wonder if there's any sort of
God.
distinction.
Oompa Loompas.
I mean, it is like fully like a slave thing. He like captured them, didn't he?
Yeah.
From, like the Oompa Loompa land.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
lot of backstory on that. Is
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
I think there is in the shitty Tim Burton one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he like just in that one I think he like becomes their leader or something.
Oh, yeah. Aren't they like a wild tribe? And
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my
Feral.
God.
yeah, it's
They're feral. And he's like, I'm putting you on a boat.
Yeah. He probably like destroyed their land.
Yeah. Yeah, what if there was
Yeah.
just like a big chocolate river under their land and he was like, I'm gonna fucking fuck these guys up, take
Yeah.
all their chocolate.
Their leader, Kunta Loompa. Kunta Loompa. Oh, maybe we should dwell away from this.
Dude, that's just my. I think I've talked to you about it before. My podcast is like that's always where it ends up going.
Yeah.
Always goes. Yeah.
95% of the time.
I had a feeling this one was.
Racism and Down syndrome. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
The two pillars of podcasting. I had a feeling, though, that this was going to go where it went. Especially when Levi goes, all right, talking retards with the lady. That's okay, dude. With the power of green screen, we can just show like
Us doing non-racist and
Yeah.
helping also mentally
Cancel.
disabled people.
to cancel it out. Yeah.
Dude, I saw the craziest thing yesterday I've ever seen in my life. You ever see like a real mental breakdown of somebody who's actually not doing that bad? Like it's when you see a crazy person, like a homeless person, have a mental breakdown. You're like, that's probably once a
Yeah.
week for him. I was walking down the street the other day. I saw a Tesla. I just hear the song "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus blaring.
Mm-hmm.
Guy has, first of all, I see clothes everywhere. Like you could see clothes and just garbage and all kinds of car stuff just all over the streets. And then there's a guy with those earmuffs with antennas, which that's how you know that guy's out of his fucking mind. And he's just taking things out of his car and just throwing it. And I'm like, it definitely was not a guy. At first I was like, oh, there's this guy breaking into that Tesla. But then I was like, he's blasting music on it. So it's like, I don't know how that would even work.
Yeah. Interesting. And but he had the headphones on.
He had headphones on with antennas coming out. So maybe he's just listening to a different song. Maybe he hates Wrecking Ball, but he wants other people to hear it. But he
Yeah.
wants to listen to something else while he's just going off the rails.
Yeah, it never involves a Tesla. Usually Teslas kind of like stay clear of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah. Normally it's like, all right, that's like a together person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody who's driving a Tesla.
Yeah.
But one or two things can happen. Either that or this Tesla got jacked
Yeah.
by a crazy guy. And then he's just playing. Now he's just going through the car. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting because like Teslas are hard to get into.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I would think like crazy people wouldn't understand like literally the handle of the door.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, because it's like you have to like push it
Push
in.
it in.
Dude, it's like making a woman. You gotta make a woman come to get
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
You know how you make girls come?
you're beautiful. I thought you looked great at dinner, even though I didn't say anything.
Are you okay? Is this okay?
You're okay. You're making that face
Do you
again.
like this? Do I have permission?
That's a great time. Do I have permission? Oh man.
That's good.
Dude, I always think about like the celebrity because there's always that thing you're always like the celebrities that get lots of pussy. Like, how many of them do you think have paperwork that you signed to say like
A
this
lot.
was consensual?
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Now,
Yeah.
especially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the big famous one was Justin Bieber. And that girl broke her contract or whatever.
What was the contract?
I think
say?
it was like a hooker or something in South America or something. And I think she took a picture with her and Justin Bieber in bed. I think, and he like sued the living fuck out of her.
That's so funny. Just like a prostitute probably has like no money in like
Yeah.
Bolivia, and he's like, "Fuck you, bitch! You're never gonna have money for generations now.
You're getting out of your
kids are
shack
gonna
and
work
moving
for
to
me."
a tent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible, dude. Why? What does he need a prostitute for? I guess you just get to the point in your life when you're like,
I might be making all this up. I don't know.
No, let's
there
stick
was
with this.
a
I like this.
situation.
I knew someone
of
made
this.
like an app that you could like both parties had to like meet up and like consent in the app. I'm like, this is weird. Like,
Oh yeah, because then the person could get there and then it's just totally.
Also, like from the point that you want to have sex to the point, maybe this is just a man thing. The point that your penis goes inside a woman, that's like a critical time.
Oh, 100%.
And if there's like something that's like, I don't know, just detaching you from that moment, like you're just gonna lose your boner.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like if I have to take out my phone and hit a button on an app, like I don't want to fuck you anymore.
Yeah, that's wild.
I want you to be unsure of me.
It's like the 2-point verification thing when he's signing into an email. It's like,
Yeah.
gotta find another phone to fucking.
Yeah, there's already
Know
the condom is already like the biggest deterrent
Yeah.
of like,
Yeah.
you know, like let me put a fucking bag over this before.
I'm back to condoms. It fucking sucks.
It's
Are you?
terrible.
yeah.
Why?
Because I told my girlfriend to get off birth control.
Oh, because she was being a
God,
crazy
shit, she's being
bitch.
a big old bitch. So I want to get her pregnant. So I was like, you fucking do that. She's like, you wear a fucking condom every time.
Oh, dude, it's the worst.
Oh, dude, yeah. Can you even go back, dude?
What do you mean? Can I go back?
I feel like it's like going black.
You never go back.
Yeah, once you go raw.
No, I'm doing okay. I mean, I used to last forever in bed. Now I'm fucking. It's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well,
So the
that's
condom's
great.
helpful in that sense. Great.
5 minutes is too long.
Dude, that is the funniest. You always see those like OnlyFans model. I get this weird. Now my feed just this guy interviewing an OnlyFans model. They're like, "What's the sex section like?" She's like, "Oh, I've had sex for 12 hours with 40 guys." And then you're like, "This is insane."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "How long is long sex for you?" She's like, "Anything after 4 hours." She's like, "How long does sex last?" She's like, 45 minutes. You're like, this is nuts. Who is doing that?
Yeah, a full episode of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember one time I like matched with this girl on Hinge, and she came over to my apartment, and I was like kind of like I'm not good at like a one night stand kind of thing. Like usually I just like don't do it at all. I'm like I need to go on like multiple dates and kind of get to know someone. But she came over, so we're like, okay, let's like do whatever. And she's like, I'd love to 69. She was like real into 69, and I'm like, I never do that because it's cartoonishly foolish to do.
Yeah, it's very inconvenient.
Yeah.
It's just like a thing that you say.
It gets
and, like,
phased out. Like in a long-term relationship, you never do it again.
Never. There's no.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck it. Like this is, if anything, it'll be a funny thing to talk about on a podcast years later. And so we, for some reason, we were like both like super fucked up. And I was like trying to find something to like just put on the TV to like kind of drown out the sound of me not making her come. And I put on like the Pokemon movie. You know, the one where they find like Mewtwo and he like duplicates all the bad Pokemon or whatever. I don't remember the point.
The first one, I think.
But dude, we literally started 69ing. We made it halfway through the movie before we stopped. 45 minutes of 69ing.
See, I like it because like getting your dick sucked is okay, but getting your dick sucked while there's a butthole in your face.
Pretty great.
What's it called when you're both 69ing and licking each other's buttholes? Because I've done that one time.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're just basically just licking each other's asses.
Is that even that's like
007.
the MC Escher of sex positions. Is that even possible?
Absolutely,
You
yeah.
really gotta like get down there.
Yeah.
Get down on it.
Yeah, the year was I think 2016.
So you like you like
Ew.
licking a butthole.
Yeah, absolutely.
What does it taste like? Tell me.
Nothing.
Shit.
It's not taste. It doesn't taste like shit.
It's got to taste. Let me tell you what. Somewhere in between those two.
No, it tastes like literally nothing.
Well,
like,
well, that's if the person's like, I mean, she must have known.
yeah.
it's
Oh,
all
that's
time.
true. The community
Yeah.
does a good job cleaning
Yeah,
up
cleaning
after
it up.
themselves.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think women is like it's a woman's asshole. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know who's like really big on eating ass is Christiana Jackson.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure she's comfortable with me revealing that.
Yeah.
She's kind of Levi's type, you know.
Yeah.
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 What type of girl?
By the way, I think I'm coming around to that, Levi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Dude,
see?
my sexual awakening when I was like very young. You know, it's like, you know, when you have like a dream or something
Yeah.
and like you get like a boner in your sleep, but you don't understand at all what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I remember is I was at my
I
grandpa's
thought my dick was bitten by a snake. I remember my first one. I was freaking out. I was at camp, and I'm like, "What is happening?" I was like, "It's swollen."
Camp counselor's like, let me suck the venom out.
My
first
first
boner?
one was I was dreaming and I was at my grandpa's house, and I think this happened because I like walked in on one of my aunts breastfeeding.
Nice.
I was like, "Whoa, what
My
is that?"
turn.
And so I walked into the same room that I'd seen them. Keep in mind, this is a dream. And I walk in there, and sitting on the bed, just completely naked, is like the fattest woman I've ever seen in my life. Like no recognizable, like barely even like looked like if Jabba the Hutt was Caucasian.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, and there's rolls and like, and for some reason I like just got so turned on by that.
Yeah.
So aroused, and like I just like I'm pretty sure I just like touched one of her rolls and like woke up like, oh, and dude, that was it. That was it. I don't know why.
Well, I think sometimes when you're a kid, also it's like you see like naked porn stars, you're like that's hot, and then sometimes you're like, all right, I've seen enough of that. Now I want to see like a naked regular fat chick.
Real person.
Yeah. I want to see the intro to Strange Animal. What is that one movie with I don't know. There's this movie
It's
called
another
something
Muppet movie.
Animals.
What the fuck?
More titty. I can't think of the name, but it's like the intro is just these morbidly obese people naked, like twirling. And I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this
I
movie.
don't know what that is. But...
Yeah, Nocturnal Animals. That's what it's
Oh
called.
yeah, that's in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I have some
watch it.
nocturnal emissions.
Yeah, you don't have to see a lot of it. Levi.
Dude, I'd always watch the. My parents had HBO, and that would be the best because, like, you look and see there's a movie with nudity, and you're like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, looks like I'm gonna sit through this whole
Yeah.
entire film.
Wait till
wait.
one nipple shows up.
Or it could be, but then sometimes it's like a
Come
dude's dick.
1,000 times.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's a dick.
yeah, dude. Yeah, my buddy used to have. Dude, so funny. I'd go over to his place, and he'd always put on like a comedy that has tits, and then be like, yeah, this is. Can you go in the other room? And then I would just go in the other room and just watch Wedding Crashers. And I remember he'd jerk off to the scene where it's like shout. It's like hey, and then just get a song replay because it's like a montage.
I really like the song.
Man, you had cool friends. Me and all my friends, we wouldn't like say anything, and
No.
one of us would just disappear to the bathroom for like way
I
too
got
long.
poop.
Yeah, I guess we all just have to shit right now.
Yeah. No, it got gross. A lot of jerk off sleepovers. Yeah.
You guys would like lay together and do it.
Not together, but everybody would be like, all right, we got
You guys
one
would play
TV.
Battleship.
Dude, it'd be like somebody has TV and they'd be like, all right, well, you have HBO, and so we're not going to make any eye contact, but we'll all go to different corners of the room, like distanced, like very far. Like one guy's in that corner, one guy's in that corner. And then just
Just fire it off.
I mean, it's incredibly homosexual. Yeah, it's incredibly
Me
gay.
and my friends were way too homophobic to do that.
Yeah.
There's no way we would have done that.
One of my friends used to fuck stuffed animals. He cut like a hole in the ass and just fuck it, which is so funny. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel good.
Yeah. That sounds
It's
painful.
like full
It
of cotton.
doesn't feel. We've all done it. It doesn't feel.
Yeah,
Pulling cotton out of your
I
pee
tried to do
hole.
the out of the tip.
Got a whole sweater in there.
I tried to do the like mattress box spring thing when I was little. Like you put the mattress
Yeah.
on,
Ouch.
and it's just like you're just burning your dick.
Oh,
You're
I
just
mean, we had a couch growing up that was
like, for fucking.
Yeah.
fucking couch.
Dude, I think I feel so from the South because my first time jerking off was in a barn. And I'm like, that just feels so. Yeah.
Just goats and cows looking. What the fuck are
Yeah.
you doing?
My second, it's so funny because on the podcast for years, I was like, yeah, first time I jerked off was in a hair salon because I remember going to the bathroom. And then I remembered it. I was like, no, it was a barn.
Wow. So
The
barn
second-
hair salon,
The first and second time. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then how long did it take you to get into like somewhere where it's
I didn't-
legally?
Dude, my favorite one is when I was a kid. I think I told you this, where there was a book in like my doctor's office that had a worm, and it was like a sock puppet thing. Like you put your finger in the bathroom and just fuck the wormhole, and then put it back on the shelf.
Now it's a silkworm.
Yeah. It's like what where you put your finger in on each page, and I was just like,
That's so funny. I can just picture the worm going. Sharing is caring. Did you like turn the page too to like get a better?
Dude, I posted that on Instagram and some woman went off on me. She's like, "That's fucking disgusting. You're a monster."
Well, yeah, it's gross.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
You should be like, you know what's more gross? Fucking a woman. You gross.
A living
pig.
organism. Nasty.
A woman with ideas.
I was like, I'm a gentleman. I didn't bust inside of it. I pulled on the back and came on the about the author picture. But no, that was back when I couldn't come because there was like a year where I couldn't come and I'd pee after jerking off and I'd be like, "There's all my jizz." I didn't know how it worked.
Big lewd.
Yeah.
The first time I jerked off, I came all over my parents' laptop.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking disaster.
Yeah, because I had no idea what was gonna like happen, when it was gonna, and it was just like, dude, it's like literally like in a fucking like comedy movie where they like working at a factory or whatever, and they hit a button and like all this stuff comes out, like, trying to cover it with their hands. And it's just like all over the place. Yeah,
That's nuts.
yeah, it was bad. Have you ever seen those videos of it's like people at a fish factory and for some reason like something opens up and just thousands of giant fish just start flying out a chute onto the ground?
Yeah.
I used to think it was just one big sperm would come out.
Tadpole.
And just absolutely eviscerated it.
There were also years where I thought you just pissed in a woman's vagina. Like I was like,
My dad told me that's what it was.
what?
Yeah.
Wow.
My dad was drunk, like fucking probably like 3 p.m. or something in third grade, and there was this commercial. It was like, "Talk to your kids about safe sex. Talk to your kids about sex." And he just turns the TV off and he's like, "So a man puts his penis in a woman's vagina, and then that's it." I was like, and I asked, I was like, "Does he pee in her?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. If she's fucking cool, she'll let him.
Yeah. That does sound safe.
She's like, "Yeah."
That does sound like safe sex.
Somebody
Safer than no he fucking comes.
one of my friends looked at me stupid like that. Like I remember he was like he had first off, this guy had a half pipe in his backyard, which was so fucking cool. And his mom like worked for a local radio station. She had like big tits and like purple hair. And yeah,
Let's get her up on the screen.
yeah.
It's like a Simpsons character.
Yeah.
Big tits and purple hair.
But it was one of those things where he's talking about his dad like left him or whatever. He's like, "Yeah, no, my mom had sex with my dad, whatever." He's trying. I was like, "How does sex work?" I was like, "Do you pee in the vagina?" He goes, "Dude, of course. How else would you get the sperm in there?" He like looked at me like I was I'm like, "I'm sorry, dude. I thought." Yeah.
It is kind of like, it's upsetting to women that like, even if they want to have a child consensually, like our sperm still like rapes the shit out of their egg.
Oh yeah.
There's no time to ask for permission from an
no.
egg, you know.
And then I got the official.
Imagine how horrifying that's going to be an egg and just see it.
I don't think you have complex thought though.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't have any consciousness.
No personification on this podcast, okay? Dude, I got the sex talk on a boat. That was the most Florida shit, too. It's like I jerked off in a barn, and I got the sex talk on the boat. My dad just took me out in the middle of the lake, and I think we were playing some music, and then he just turned the key. He's like, "Some sex, huh?" And I was like, "I already know what it is."
Please take your life vest off for this one. They should take a seat. Dude, that's awesome. And so your dad gave you the sex talk.
Yeah, but I knew it, so I was like, "Yeah, of course." He goes, "Okay, just making sure."
My dad was my fifth grade teacher for like math and stuff. And so like he gave the sex talk at our school when he was in fifth grade. Super embarrassing for me.
Oh, yeah.
So like he brought all the boys in and he started talking. And dude, I'm not kidding. For 25 minutes, the only thing he talked about, and he went in detail about it, was wet dreams.
Yeah.
He just told us.
Yeah, there was a lot of wet dream talk back then.
Yeah, and nobody's ever had a wet dream, right?
No.
Dude, I have, yeah.
You
You were just talking about how you had
It's
one.
full of cum.
No, but I
Yeah.
didn't come.
Oh, yeah, dude. I
just got a boner and I woke up.
If you don't jerk off, you will have nocturnal emissions.
Ah.
That's the phrase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you'll just have them. So, yeah, I had them.
Levi's gonna have nocturnal animal emissions.
Yeah.
Think about all those hefty cocks, dude, just twirling around. like the fucking parade of hippos and Fantasia.
What always happens though with
That's
the problem with sex dreams is it always starts something normal and then the person changes. It would be like you're having sex with like a hot girl and then it changes to like your teacher and then it's confusing and then she's like half robot. That happened one time and we're like, I don't want to fuck it. Like the person turned into a sex doll while I was fucking him. I was like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah, that's way better in real life, I feel like.
Yeah.
I could definitely get into that.
Yeah, I've talked about my girlfriend about this because she said I couldn't fuck a sex doll, but I was like, what about a pocket pussy? She's like, that's fine. I was like, what a pocket pussy with googly eyes? Where do we draw? Where does one become the other?
Just the consciousness?
Yeah.
Dude, I could definitely, just like, what are those things called? The things, the pipe cleaners.
Dude,
that might be the fork from Toy Story 4.
Dude, the best thing I ever saw, it's so fucked up, but it was this hot girl sitting in a chair. She had no arms and no legs, and there's just a sign that says fleshlight.
Double-ended flashlight. That would be crazy to me if both her arms and legs were gone, but her vagina still fully worked.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
God's like, I want you to do one thing: get fucked all day long.
Just roll around getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never. I don't know. The fleshlight I could get into, but one thing I'd love to get is one of those just like disembodied asses, you know, when it's just like an ass, like
Yeah.
But it's like kind of the problem is they like scale it down so it's like more compact. I'm like, my fucking
child.
Yeah, that is creepy. Yeah. Also, like the full. I don't know. It's like I think the pocket pussy makes sense because it's like, but the ass does look like more of like somebody's body, which is kind of like fuck. You know what I mean? It's like I'd rather fuck the pocket pussy because it feels like it like if it doesn't. It's so outlandish that it's not like I'm fucking a corpse. Like half of a torso is really weird to fuck. Like just you know what I mean? Like just that.
Yeah,
like just
I feel like it
ass and pussy
definitely
combo.
feels like less of cheating. Like if you cheat on your girlfriend with like a paraplegic, you should be like, it basically equals out to we made out. You know?
Would you fuck a girl with no? See, there's always that part of me where I'm like, if I was single, yeah, I'd fuck like a girl if she's hot with like no legs. But then it'd be really creepy because then you're almost like it'd be really bad to like use somebody with, you know what I mean? It's like for set, you know what I mean? It's like if you didn't, because you feel like you're like, all right, how often is this person getting fucked? Am I the first person to fuck this person? Are they going to have an emotional connection to me?
Yeah, I think that's always a constant like discussion is that like people think they're being fetishized if they have any kind of feature. But it's like, of course you are.
Yeah.
Like there's reasons people are attracted to you.
Yeah. I don't get offended by any of that. It's I mean, not that it happens to I'm like, well, people want to fuck.
The only time I could see it being like offensive is if like you're like, say you're like an albino black woman.
Yeah.
Very unique looking. And someone's like super into you, and like every time you talk to them, they're like, "Yeah, whatever. I can spin around."
Yeah.
Then you should be like,
But
"This is."
But that's
not
also
cool.
just general sex stuff, though. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like your fetish might be them, but then also you could have a relationship outside of that. It's like it all depends on where you set those boundaries.
Yeah.
The crazy one we're talking about is there's that like very disabled guy, and he has like a smoking hot girlfriend, and they're all over Instagram, and they're like, they're like, yes, we're in love. It's like, really, you're so in love that you're like monetizing. You know what I mean? It's like it's a weird thing where it's like.
Yeah, the funniest one to me is the foot fetish because like girls kind of like they're kind of like weirded out by it, but or like some of them like it, but it's also
a lot
like,
of girls are like deeply disturbed by it. It's not even that weird of a thing.
Yeah, but it's also like your feet literally the furthest part from your brain on your body.
Yeah.
It's like
it's the least human
most
part.
objectified you could be.
Yeah.
Like your thoughts don't even reach your feet, dude.
Yeah.
Hanging out with a fuck guy is fucking annoying, though. Like, especially in Florida where everyone's wearing fucking flip flops.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and they're just like
busted
running
hose in
into
their
like
pants.
light poles and stuff. It's just like-
Well, I had a buddy. He was big on feet. We're at like Publix, just waiting in line, and he would just always like nudge me. He's like, "Look at this. Look at those feet."
like
Like,
great.
disgusting.
Yeah.
They're dirty.
Yeah, they're nasty, dude. This fucking white girl.
Do they
feet
like
just
they
walking
like
around
dirty,
everywhere.
stinky feet?
Some of them.
I had
yeah,
a foot guy
probably.
on my pod a couple, not just because I was friends with him, man. He's a comic. I was just like, let's have a foot guy on this week. But
A dwarf stripper now a foot.
yeah. But he was saying it's like there's a different thing. So some dudes really love like dirty feet, and they like being degraded and licking dirty feet, and then other guys are like, get that shit out of here. I need the best feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a friend who's got a foot thing, and he, he's not like too open about it. But
Yeah.
dude, I think that's like the best one.
It's very
Out of
simple.
all
You're not
the
really,
things to have.
it's not like,
Yeah.
it's not complicated. It doesn't seem like the dangers are that.
Yeah.
It would be funny to catch your boyfriend, though, like fucking somebody else's feet. Like,
Yeah. Do they make like the
sex dolls.
disembodied feet?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Wow.
People like
dude.
that. Yeah, that's crazy to just be fucking it. Like, almost like you're putting two defibrillators together. You're just like, just motion.
Yeah, dude. For them, the mattress fucking probably feels pretty good.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's just two soles of their feet.
Dude, some people have crazy shit. Like, I follow this, like, I didn't follow her, but I would look at this fetish woman's site, and she was like a dominatrix on like Twitter. And there's a video of her POV driving a car and just hitting a dude in like a gimp outfit. And I'm like, this is insane. And the dude's fetish is to get hit by a car, which is so dangerous, dude. It's like, how do you fucking deal with that?
I'm about to do a little segment, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Should we keep talking?
All right. Is this your Jimmy Fallon part where you're going to do a little game or something?
Yeah, we're going to do a little game.
Do a little fake beer pong?
Johnny Knoxville.
Dude, you know what rules? I was watching, everybody likes Jackass, but Wild Boys is a
Wild
great...
Boys was great.
Yeah, it's so fun because it combines like a nature show. Because if you want to just like watch a nature show, that's fun. But
Yeah.
it gets too boring, and then you watch that, and you're like, oh, this is combining nature shows and
And
dumbasses.
they're getting bitten by sharks.
Yeah.
It's the best.
But you could just tell how fucked up Steve-O is. Like, just by his voice, you're like, oh, this is yeah.
Chris Pontius, he's still alive, right?
Yeah, he's like the best of them. He's just so likable.
Yeah.
They were on
Definitely fucks.
Oh, dude, for sure. That was a hilarious thing to say while lighting a candle. That dude fucks.
Dude, fucks. What about you?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen this segment on the podcast before?
Yeah.
I've seen clips, yeah.
They're very unique to each show.
Okay. Oh, God.
And you throw it at the beginning, right?
I think I'm just gonna do them in the middle. Maybe I'll throw like one at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just kind of leave them in.
And you've brought it back? Are you back on TikTok?
Yeah, but dude, it's a slow road on TikTok.
Yeah.
I have 9 followers now.
Okay. Well,
You're for sure gonna catch the bed on fire doing this at some
Yeah,
point.
this
Some
is terrifying.
Yeah.
Dude, this is so.
I have the same blanket, by the way.
Yeah, dude, this is my comedian blanket. This is what I put down when Alan comes in.
Dude, my girlfriend wants me to start doing that for our couch, and I'm like, that's so disrespectful to be like, you guys have to lay on it.
Nasty
It's
boys.
disrespectful, but it's like it's probably a good move.
Oh, because the subway, it's like you're literally like your back's against the same subway that some guy who.
Piss and cum and shit.
Dude, the other day when it was like really hot out, I heard Alan on the phone because like all of our neighbors were like outside like listening to music and stuff. Alan's on the phone with his friend. He's like, yeah, I opened my door. It looked like a goddamn Nelly music video.
Wait, because what was happening?
Just like all of our neighbors were outside like dancing and eating, cooking, grilling, whatever. All right, guys. This is a little segment I like to call. You don't need to check your watch, Levi. It's fine. You're on time.
This is news from bed.
Welcome to News from Bed. I'm in bed, and this is the news. The first ever smart gun with a fingerprint unlocking system has hit the market. The name Smart Gun, however, is persuading gun owners everywhere to shoot children with Down syndrome. Already? Speaking of Down syndrome, I got 2 jokes. Recent reports show that adults with Down syndrome face a healthcare system that treats them as children, and not what they really are, children with huge cocks. Coco the Labrador has become the first ever dog to be treated for alcoholism. That ought to stop him from eating his own shit. An 82-year-old Japanese man was arrested for driving without a driver's license, claiming he had one 61 years ago. 61 years. Or as he calls it, 5 rabbits and a tiger. Two men were hospitalized after a Monopoly game in Brussels ended in a sword fight. The men wielding the swords were arrested, and they will not pass go and not collect $200. That one's a good one to offset the Down syndrome. 3 math teachers from a school in Colorado were found dead in the same week. Police are unsure as to what caused their death. My guess, they multiplied by 0. It's a math joke. Can't do that with 2 Florida guys in the bed. A recent interview revealed the toxic work environments for most Disney princesses. Reminds me of that time I tried to squeeze Mulan's ass, but I couldn't find it. All right, lastly, roughly 18,000 cows died the other day in a fire on a dairy plant in West Texas, eliminating nearly 5% of the global supply of potential love interests for Levi. This has been News from Bed. Good night. There we go, folks.
Yay.
I like that we were like, let's ease up on the Down syndrome jokes because you had some coming towards the end of the show. Thought it was moral reasons, and he's like, nah, I can't burn all this material now. Dude, I had a Disney princess teacher in high school, or no, elementary school.
What the hell are you talking about?
You guys are sweating, right?
I'm fine.
I'm okay.
Oh, really?
I think you're just hot.
Levi, I can see like water under your
No,
eyes.
it's just allergies, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it on a little bit here.
What do you mean a teacher that was a Disney princess?
So, like, she used to be a Disney princess, and then she was like my elementary school teacher, and she was insanely hot.
Oh, like she
giant
worked
tits.
at like Disney and shit.
Dude, you got a lot of giant tits in your life.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
What princess was she?
I don't know, because none of them have giant tits, but everyone had a blue dress on.
Yeah. Cinderella, maybe?
Maybe Cinderella.
Cinderella was a little prude, dude.
Which one was she? The ball?
She was the one with the shoe
Yeah.
and the ball.
Is that where the foot stuff starts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
You
guys.
can
trying to be that
see,
fucking
it's a
shoe.
see-through. Yeah. Just pressed up against like the glass. Pinky toes like, I'm so big. There's not enough room for me here.
Dude, that real story is like disgust. The real story is like one of the. I mean, not the real story. All of it's fucking fake.
Yeah.
the truth. But like the original was like, I think it's like the Grimm brothers. It's all the stories you think are fun, and then you find out Pinocchio was like brutally raped in the original story. It's always weird stuff like that. But hers was like one of the stepsisters like cut her toes off so she could fit into the shoe.
Yeah.
And then she was like bleeding, and then like the rats came up and started like drinking her blood or something like that. It's like insane.
The big fat rat. Guts.
Is that how?
Guts like blood.
Yeah. It's funny that like medieval times are so fucked up that like that was a kid's story. They're like, all right, we just tortured people because they're homosexuals.
All right,
now
time to behead your uncle.
Yeah.
Everybody get in the car. Dude, that was a tough time to be alive.
Oh yeah.
Those Grimm's I could understand the raping of Pinocchio, though.
Yeah, I made that one up. I don't know. I just,
Just like sit on his face.
I'm gonna make you a real boy so you can fucking suck this dick.
Yeah, sit on his face. Pinocchio, tell me a lie.
Oh no!
Oh.
Have you seen that commercial? They made a Pinocchio movie where Pauly Shore's Pinocchio.
Oh my
It's the
God.
funniest thing. He's like, oh my God, I want to be a real boy. It's the funniest, gayest Pinocchio voice ever. He's like, I'm tired of being a puppet. It's the worst.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. There was 2 Pinocchio movies that came out this year.
Dude, one was like really
Yeah.
well respected. People like this movie.
Yeah.
The Guillermo del Toro one.
Yeah, I refuse to see it. It looks weird.
Yeah, dude.
probably
Guillermo
great,
del
though.
Toro. He's like weird. He's
What
a
else did
little
he
too
do? Did he do Pan's Labyrinth?
He
Yeah.
did Pan's Labyrinth. He did Shape of Water.
Dude, Pan's Labyrinth was bizarre. I remember walking in that movie Because you know, in the movie theaters when you're a kid, you kind of just pop your head and see what's going on. I walked in that scene where the guy has the 2 eyes on his hands.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Bleh." And I'm like, it's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude.
I like that movie. Yeah,
It was good. I like Jim Henson's Labyrinth with David Bowie.
That movie's horrible, dude.
I love
Or-
it. That's great. I really respect that because a lot of times people say they like something and you hold back and you go, yeah, okay, that's good. But you're just like, that, it sucks.
No, he's lying. The Bog of Eternal Stench, dude. Come on.
Dude, I did that
It's
last
got
night
its
with
good
somebody.
parts, but
Somebody
pretty
was like, yeah, my daughter really likes Matt Rife.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
I'm going to say nothing.
That dude's all over my Instagram. All my Instagram is Down syndrome kids and Matt Rife.
Yeah.
That's all my Instagram.
Matt Rife's the only guy I'd want in this bed to not do my podcast.
Those luscious lips.
I just want to watch my cum get trapped in the cavities of his jowls or in the tight angles of his face, dude.
Dude, that jawline.
Yeah, he's got
insane.
It's borderline too much.
I love
Well,
when
yeah,
some
he
women say he's unattractive.
looks
I'm
like a
you're
filter.
lying. You're lying.
Yeah.
He looks hot. Maybe not like hot like isn't he's. You know, it's like when you see some celebrities that look too fake, and you're
Yeah.
like, all right, that's what he kind of looks like.
He's
I'm like,
handsome Squidward, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's
handsome
exactly what he
Squidward.
looks like. Yeah.
It's too perfect. There's like a ratio. Like, you know when a girl is like unbelievable. Like there's nothing, no flaw at all.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm not even attracted to her.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, they look
freakish.
too porny. It's like that's
Yeah.
not a real. Like I like porn where the woman's kind of like there's a little, you know. Sometimes a big nose can look good because it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, little things like that where it's like
There's also like when a girl has a feature that's not, let's say, typical. Like you tend to be
Like a
like, oh,
penis?
there's a when a girl has a penis, you're like, this is the best night of my life. There's like a sense that you're like, oh, she has like a lot of confidence to overcome this in her life, like, and just not like just having like some kind of thing that's unique to you. It's like, oh, you have a story. You have like,
yeah, dude. Girls like a birthmark on their face really always have that.
yeah,
You can tell
yeah.
there's like a certain sense of
Yeah.
confidence with it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, this is me, bitch.
Yeah.
You, no man, you ain't worth me. You know, when girls are always like, he's not worth you,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what
I've
to
never
say.
heard. I don't hang out with enough women that have confidence.
You should.
Well, it's usually fake. It's so funny to hear the other side of it because you'll hear the girls that are like, yeah, fucking this guy, like the way they're talking, like, oh, you've been hurt really bad. Like it's
Yeah.
all you can always tell. You're like, it's the same thing as like a dude who's like, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
But it is funny because people with dudes who hate women, people love to attach the word incel to it. They're like, Andrew Tate's an incel. It's like that guy's not an incel. He's massive pussy. He's sexist, but he's not an incel. Like
Yeah.
you're using the word incorrectly. Also, he should 100%. I've said this. Play Lex Luthor. Could you imagine how
Oh,
good of a
dude.
Lex Luthor he would be?
Yeah, could you imagine too the amount of sales that people would buy to like watch him get punched by Superman?
Oh yeah, dude. His whole attitude, he's like, Superman is actually a bitch. He's simping for Lois. He'll do whatever she says. Look, I'm a real male. Kryptonite kills him. That's easy. I can find kryptonite anywhere.
They should make a super woman thing, but not tell Andrew Tate. Just like have someone in a green screen like beat him up, and then, like afterward,
The
it's like and just watch him like just freak out.
Yeah.
But, dude, people would definitely pay to see that.
Oh, it'd be incredible. And he like I can't think of anybody else who'd fit the part so well because I'm a big
Yeah.
superhero nerd and like they fucked up Lex Luthor a bunch.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg.
That was terrible. Okay, so I do think Kevin Spacey was good, and so was
Yeah.
Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because in my head I can't picture non-bald people playing Lex Luthor
Yeah.
because I know all they have to do is shave his head or give him a bald cap, but I'm like I can't picture anybody else doing that.
What
Yeah.
about the Smallville guy? He was all right, right?
Yeah, that guy was good too. But I think mostly Jesse Eisenberg just sucked.
Some-
Yeah.
Dude, Kevin Spacey nails every role he's in.
Oh, he's
Let's
incredible.
be honest.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put him up.
Put him on the screen.
Let's put up his text messages. Right now.
He said he was coming back and then didn't, right?
No. He tried and he was like doing those weird Christmas videos.
Those were terrifying.
Yeah, where he would just stay in the character of House of Cards or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's fucking psycho shit. And I think he had like one Red Box movie coming out, and even that got scrapped because it was just like people
Yeah.
don't like it anymore.
Nobody loved Redbox more than colonizing Americans. Am I right? John Smith.
Oh, that took me a second. Dude, I always thought about they should make a movie with all the canceled people and just see what it turns out to be. Like Woody Allen's in it. You got
it's like the Expendables, but for the canceled.
Yeah, produced by Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. But you have like
It's the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah, it would be so fucking good.
dude, for sure.
Who do we got? We got
Woody
Kevin
Allen.
Spacey.
Yes. R. Kelly doing the soundtrack. He does like
Yeah.
an whole R&B
Right.
soundtrack.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
course.
You can have Louis.
Yeah. I always hate lumping people together because sometimes you're like, all right, it's not the same thing. But
They're still
if
canceled.
we're going just on canceled, I don't know, Roseanne's in there. It's mostly comedians. We really have a terrible fucking track record.
Yeah, it's every good comedian.
Crystalia.
It's all, dude, we get so much fucking.
Dude, I saw there's something going on with Bobby Lee too. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
He like admitted to like sleeping with like a Taiwanese teenager or something.
Yeah, he doesn't say it. He said she looked young. That's all he says. But I
Oh.
think she said she was like crying. And he's like, yeah. Hey, I'm not picking sides here, okay?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it sounded bad. But, also, like, it's hard to hear a whole episode because it's like, you missed the part where he's like, kidding, none of that happened. You know what I mean? It's so hard with podcast clips. Yeah. Because I'm like, man, there are hours of things that I've said that are horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah, but you've never slept with a Taiwanese teen, right? Or have you?
Fuck.
It's just in news from bed. Michael Good, pedophile?
Yes.
Or like Michael would have sex with a child.
I think she was. It was in Mexico. I like how I always stop momentum
the
to say
hell
facts
she
like that. I was like, she was Mexican, not Taiwanese.
Oh, it was in Mexico.
Yeah, but there's dude,
Dude, you can't do anything there. Can't drink the water. Can't fuck kids.
Fuck the kid.
yeah.
Can't,
Can't you get married like at 14 in Mexico?
Oh, it's insane. That's why next time anybody talks shit about America, I'm just gonna be like, your country's filled with
Yeah.
pedophiles, and then you win the argument.
yeah, you got married at 14. Your ring bearer was a chicken.
Yeah.
Someone shoved a ring onto a chicken.
Do you guys ever have fantasies about, not to fuck kids, but fantasies about going to Mexico and like starting over? Like I always think about that.
I do have fantasies.
No, not
of
like real
going,
fantasies, but it's like just an idea.
Yeah, I definitely fantasize about going to like maybe Europe or something and just
Yeah.
like getting away from America.
Yeah.
Because being in America is exhausting. Dude, you have to care about so much shit. And like I care about like two things.
Yeah, but also I bet you France. I have no idea what's going on in France, but there's like there's gonna be a new protester like we don't want to be part of the EU, and I'm like I don't know what I don't, you know what I mean? You
Yeah,
gotta deal
yeah.
with like that shit too, and you're like
Yeah,
this is-
whatever.
Yeah,
But it doesn't like there's that shit too, but none of it matters in other countries.
right.
Like
Yeah,
their
yeah.
problems do not matter
No.
at all.
Yeah,
They're like the Brexit and the
yeah, I'm like fucking
the
shut
Queen.
up.
Shut up, dude.
It's also the British accent always makes me laugh because it's like it's something we used to do and we stopped. It's like why are you guys still doing? Like it's like we're the corrected version.
Grow up.
Yeah. Come on, just knock it off. Yeah.
Yeah, they do just all accept that, and like they all sound the same too. You would think some people would like try to.
Well, they have
we
the Cockney. I
different-
like the Cockney.
Yeah, the
'Cause I feel
Cockney's-
like I can always bond with the guys. Like, hey, how's it going, mate? I don't know. That was
What do you
so
think?
That's
bad.
a good cockney. Yeah.
What do you think about? I put the cock in.
What the fuck
Cockney.
is he, Shane? Coming over here. Yeah, I like.
I think we just like Guy Ritchie movies. I think that's all.
Dude,
Guy Ritchie.
those movies rule. There's that one where it's like Matthew McConaughey's like the weed dealer.
That's a good one.
Dude, that one kicked. I
What
love
one
it.
is that?
The Gentleman.
Ah.
Solid movie.
So fucking.
What is Guy Ritchie? I don't know why I'm not thinking. I know who it is, but I can't think of any of them.
So he did what? He did Snatch.
I saw Snatch.
Snatch is great. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Didn't see that. That's a whole title right there.
Yep, that's the whole fucking
Wow.
title.
Should have.
He did the two Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, dude, those are
Those are
great.
good. Yeah, those are fun.
I remember when the first Avatar came out. Me and my friend went with like his dad. We kept trying to see that movie, but it kept selling out every single weekend. So we ended up seeing Sherlock Holmes twice, and we would get triple baconators before going in because there was a
Oh.
Wendy's, dude.
Oh,
I just
Oh
get
my
weighted
God,
down.
dude. It would. I don't know. Like I can't do that anymore.
no.
That would ruin me now.
I had to leave Sherlock Holmes because I remember I showed up with my friends And they were like, dude, we're going to get really fucked up off cough medicine. And I'm like, I've done this enough to know you get really itchy and nauseous.
I'm no Sherlock Holmes.
I know this is a bad idea. My friend just starts vomiting in the theater everywhere.
Oh my God, dude.
And then we leave and we're like, fuck that. And my friend is just so fucked up on cough medicine that he goes into an ice cream place, like a froyo, makes himself a giant thing, puts it down his shirt and like walks out. And the guy's like, dude, you can't fucking do this. He's like, what about $1? And he goes, okay, fine. And so he just like bargains me out of that. Goes to a GameStop, steals a fire extinguisher, which is like incredibly illegal. Like sprays it. And then it was nuts. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, my friends are off the fucking rails. I was really like the mom of my friend group. Like, I'm now finding out that they were doing way more drugs and not telling. They were a catchphrase. Like, don't tell Michael. Because like, I guess my friends would do coke every day after school, and they started doing heroin stuff. But I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I do coke on weekends. They're like, let Michael know we do it on weekends. You don't think we're pussy, but
you do it on weekends. They're like, Jesus Christ, Michael. You're going to have a shitty future out of you.
Yeah, they're just doing it every day.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. Stealing a fire extinguisher?
Oh, it's nuts. Yeah. It looks very cool, though. Like, I'd never seen one used before. And I was like, oh, that's interesting that they look like that. It's weird because you see two mixes. Like, I feel like sometimes you see the spray, but sometimes you see like the foam come out.
Yeah.
Like, and there's different kinds. This is one of those spray kind of like fog ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Michael saw this movie 65 recently.
Oh.
I got a good story about that.
Oh, the Adam Driver one?
Yeah.
Where he falls. It's so funny. Dude, we're watching this movie and he keeps falling. He's like, oh! Like falling, like just tripping over stuff. And I'm not even kidding, dude. He falls like 6 times.
Yeah.
And then he's running from a dinosaur at the end of the movie.
It was like a main device in the movie.
Was him
just
falling.
Him falling like, and like breaking his leg, like and then he fell in like quicksand and like that was the whole movie was him just trying to run away and falling.
Dude, and at the peak of the movie, I look over at Patty, I go, he's running from a dinosaur, I go, watch, he falls here. And he literally fell around.
As soon as he was done, he just snaps off of a tree branch. He's like, ah! You just hear his leg like snap. But dude, so the whole point of the movie is like it's supposed to take place 65 million years ago, and he's on this like he's in like a spaceship off whatever. They're like a foreign alien thing, but they all look like white people. You know?
So white people are aliens. That's the point of the movie.
So basically, he has to do this mission where he delivers. It's like a colonizing mission. He has to bring like 30 people to a planet, and they end up crashing on Earth on the way, and everyone dies. And they crash, and it's 65 million years ago. That's like the point. So there's like dinosaurs and stuff. And me and Michael were laughing that like because he was with this little girl. We were laughing like if he just like sexually assaults the little girl.
65 million years.
Yeah, turns to the camera and he's like, "What? It's 65 million."
Times were different.
Yeah, it's not you gonna complain about it now? Like into the camera. But so the movie is starting up.
And we're high.
We're super high.
Yeah.
Like we were hitting a PAX. We're just like, we're both like pretty paranoid and like freaked out. And this guy walks into the theater like as the movie's starting, and he's kind of like down by like where the handicap section is, and he's like kind of like standing like fidgeting with some stuff. And we're both like fully reclined in our seats, and all of a sudden Michael just jumps up, like doesn't recline back. He just like gets up and like climbs out of his seat and goes to the aisle, and he walks to the aisle and he turns around to me and he goes like give me a second. So and then he walks down across the aisle and out of the theater. So I'm like, that was weird. Like I guess he just like had to pee or wanted something to eat. But
well, you already said the guy was there, right?
Yeah, the guy was there. So we were both like high. So I was like, oh, he's probably just like is not thinking. He just whatever. So like 3 minutes later, he comes back and he's like, "Hey man, sorry. I thought that guy was pulling out a gun."
I had the same exact experience.
But he did. He gave me like a 1 second.
You died.
Totally laughed. I was like, "Dude, you wouldn't have told me." He's like, "Dude, I just got paranoid. I didn't think that." I get the thing. He didn't think that that's what it was.
Yeah, and I wanted to walk. And once I walked past and found out he didn't have a gun, that's when I kept walking because I was like, I'm gonna go take a glance at it. But from his point of view, I'm just saying, sorry, I thought that guy had a gun. I didn't want to tell you because I'd make a scene. Yeah.
was so funny. So
I don't want to be rude.
everyone I tell that story, they're like,
he's a piece of shit.
Like,
Yeah.
he just left you in there. I'm like, yeah, but it's like he was high. Like, like I'm always trying to defend him.
Then the guy almost get kicked out was so funny because then the guy he sets up like a little.
So the guy it was a folding chair. He had like
I see his
like
arm,
a camping chair.
Yeah, so I see his two metal things in one arm and one in the other arm. It looks like he's holding like a machine gun. Like this, you know what I mean? So that's why I was freaked out. But he was just trying opening up a camping chair. When it's dark and you're high, everything looks like other things.
It was also funny because there was like 5 of us in the
I was gonna say,
insane.
he would
movie
go
show
to
up.
a more popular movie, probably.
That's expert level though. He knows it's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
all headshots. It's a fucking John Wick.
yeah, but it was somebody because he's sitting in a camping chair and then the security comes up. It's like this like little Hispanic man and then like a giant guy. And I don't know why I was nervous to say he's black. I just made it so weird.
Well, once you said Hispanic,
Well, because the Hispanic guy makes a story, so I got to do his voice.
It's this giant guy that talks during the movie.
There's a
but
Hispanic
nobody
guy is
can
like,
tell to stop.
all we hear is the guy be like, "Sir, you can't." And then we're like, and then the black guy's just standing there, this giant security guard, and then eventually the Hispanic guy and the security guard just walk away. I'm like, what was that conversation? He's like, you can't sit in camping chair. He's like, yes, I can. He's like, no, you can't. Yes, I can. Okay. And then they just like, left. It was like a 10-minute ordeal. We're like, what is going on here? Because you could tell they were getting mad at him, like, you can't do this. You can't.
Yeah,
And we're
yeah.
like, is he going to get kicked out? And then he just talked his way out of it. But you said you had a movie thing where
Well, so I got Sierra and we got very high and went to see The Shining on Halloween.
Ooh.
Right? And it was just a bunch of fucking movie nerds in there. And I always try to like pick a seat. No one's sitting behind me. None of that. I always try. So we're like sitting close to the front. And then of course, movie starts. Maybe 10 minutes in, some fucking guy, heavy breathing, just sits directly behind me. There's whole rows, and I just hear him rustling around the whole time in my head. I'm like, he's got a gun.
yeah.
It's like he's gonna fucking shoot me in
He's
the
fat
fucking
and he's
head.
mad.
Yeah, he's fat. He's mad. He's like, fuck The Shining. This movie sucks.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
overrated.
it does suck. Like people kind of like people have they're coming around to like the urinal etiquette where it's like you don't go right next to someone.
No,
You give them, but like when it comes to movie theaters, people have no etiquette still.
no.
They don't like because they're like, oh, this is my assigned seat, and it's right now. It's like there's an entire theater.
Yeah.
Just fucking move.
Oh, yeah.
What theater was this at, by the way? That you guys
This
saw?
was at Regal Essex.
Okay.
That's a nice one. I like that one.
Dude, I always do the thing when I go to like a movie with my girlfriend. I always get the tickets, and I always get the back row in the corner. It's like a small part of me is like, dude, she's gonna probably suck my dick.
I know. It's
And
always
it's never
hope.
gonna happen.
No.
Like
Have
even
you ever
if
gotten your
she
dick
was,
sucked in a movie theater?
No.
I had sex in a movie theater.
Oh,
once,
shit.
dude! When I was like
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
But
What's his name?
The Lion King. No, but I did have sex in a movie. It was actually during the movie Brave.
How do you do that?
Ugh.
There was nobody
kids
in the
in- okay.
theater.
What was the position? Just like,
I was sitting. She was just on top of me.
oh, yeah, that makes more
Like
sense.
just kind of
yeah.
like sitting in my lap.
Yeah. I think I got my dick sucked in Pirates of the Caribbean, one of the last ones. I remember this girl's blowing me and like,
Really
what is
sucked.
Jack Sparrow doing? It was just him and like there was like a really nice British thing where they're like, you
Savvy.
can't be here. And he's like, ooh, like run around like knocking things over. And I'm just like, life rules. It's like 2013, just getting blown in the back of a movie theater. Everything's great.
Dun, 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 dun.
But then I think I left immediately. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. You just came and just got out in the middle.
Yeah, I think it was one of
that's it. Well, you can watch the rest.
Yeah,
on
whatever.
the-
The fucking pirates. I don't give a shit. My popcorn is ruined.
I used to be brutal like that when I was like 15 and stuff like that. I'd be like, so now that this is done, goodbye, and go ahead and tell nobody this happened. I wasn't that bad, but I'd be very like just like yeah, but because like
Yeah.
when you're that age, you don't understand that like you're gonna. I feel like it's like now as an adult, you're like, okay, well, I'm in a relationship now, but like when you're single, you're not like, oh, I'm not gonna have sex with an ugly person because then I'll
Yeah.
feel gross afterwards. But when you're a kid, you're like, this is so confusing because I really wanted this person to touch my penis, and now they did, and now I'm so disgusted by.
I'm
myself.
so grossed out that that's my
Yeah.
friend Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've never really had that experience. I usually just don't have sex. If I'm like, even if a small part of me is like, If a small part of me feels like I'm gonna regret it at all, I would never do it.
Yeah.
I'm such a prude, dude. I never put out.
Yeah.
I really don't, dude. Sometimes like I would go on dates and girls are like, "Oh, you don't want to like." I'm like, "No, I'm like way too scared to show you my penis right now."
Are you nervous about
I
your
just
penis?
ate French onion soup. I don't want to show you my soft penis now.
Yeah.
No, I was just like deathly afraid of not getting a boner because it would happen like every time.
Oh, yeah. That happened to me, and then I just started taking my dad's Viagra, and then it just solves that problem.
Oh yeah.
But it
I've been thinking about getting into that.
dude, I got a bunch of Blue Chews if you want them. I ordered
do.
way too many. I forgot to cancel my subscription. I have like
hook me up.
40. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
nice, dude. I have a couple just in case, but I try not to
Yeah,
use them.
but it'll get you back in the rhythm. It's like
Yeah.
I haven't used it in 3 months now, but I needed it for a hump, and then I got over it. But it's all performance anxiety.
Yeah.
But my favorite is I have a friend who just doesn't care how he does with sex, because that's how I was like when I was like in 16. I was like, I'm having it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah.
But one of my friends, he fucks his girl, and then he comes downstairs and goes, "Dude, I just fucking had the best sex of my life. It was awesome." We're like, "Nice." And then he walks away, and this girl walks by. She goes, "I just had the worst sex of my life with that guy." She goes, "He lasted like 2 minutes." And then we talked to him. We're like,
Awesome
"Dude,
for
you
him.
lasted 2 minutes." He goes, "Yeah, it was fucking great sex, dude." And his mind, as long as he busted, he's like, "That was awesome, man." He goes, "I don't care what she feels." So I said,
Yeah. Do you still use Blue Chews once in a while, even though you're with someone you're comfortable with?
Well, I'm not. It's like the performance anxiety with somebody. Dude, I'm not. The performance anxiety is way more uncomfortable when you're dating somebody, because you're like,
Oh, that was my camera turning off.
oh shit, yeah.
Podcast is over.
Yeah, but it's like I used it more with her than I did when I was single, because it's like you're like, I don't want to let this person down.
Yeah.
I love this person.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. There's
Versus
a lot of pressure.
yeah, especially like Valentine's Day and shit like that.
Fuck me.
Oh,
that's
dude,
the
yeah.
worst.
Yeah, that pressure to have sex, and you're like, I don't know, we can none of.
We're both just like, we just ate a bunch of food.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to fucking touch you.
Yeah. You're just not attracted to him at all. Expect my dick to work right now. You're fat and disgusting. And I'm full of ham. I don't know why I got ham on Valentine's Day. Well, guys, I think we got to wrap up, because I guess we went for, I don't know, when did you guys know what time it is? I wonder
It's
how long we've been
1:27, so it's about an hour.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Well, thank
You
you
could
guys
also-
very much for
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Michael Good Comedy on YouTube, Instagram. Am I allowed to plug?
Yeah.
You pause for
But
a
here's the
second.
thing is, there's no video, so they're never going to know which one is which.
What do you mean? This is Michael Good.
Yeah, but that's just the sound of your voice.
Oh,
There's no face to attach it to.
they saw the first half of the episode where my face was in it.
But did you announce yourself as Michael
You
Good?
got a point.
I don't know if I
At the
did.
start of the podcast.
I'm Michael
point to your
Good.
face.
Michael. I'm Michael.
I guess they probably recognize the sound of your voice right now.
Yeah. Well,
But dude,
Just
there's
put up
some
a fucking still
dumb
picture.
idiots watching this podcast. And
yeah.
they'll be
Well,
like,
if you heard
now I
anything
don't
racist,
know.
it was Levi.
Moron.
If you heard anything really funny, it was me. So just go by that. Michael Good Comedy. I got a podcast called Morning Good. It's fun.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Levi the White on Instagram. That's it. Just do that.
Nice. Thanks for coming in my bed, guys.
Oh,
Yeah. Thanks for having
Yeah.
us.
That was fun.
Gay.
We usually sing a song to end this.
What?
Do the Muppet thing. Just kidding. Crying.
All right.
Yeah.